For Stanwood, they were led by the 11 points of Julia Heichel, 7 points for Powell. Samantha Powell had 7, and 8 points for Haley Strobridge, 6 points for Jillian Jacobs, 3 points for Janaea Taylor, and 2 for Sierra Palmer. So good balance in the scoring for Stanwood. 14 rebounds apiece for each team. Issaquah led by Sophie Foreman's 4, and 5 rebounds for Sierra Palmer for Issaquah. For Stanwood.
Oh, and here we go. Second half gets underway, and it will be Stanwood basketball, but immediately becomes Issaquah basketball, and then it immediately back goes to Stanwood as the ball was picked off there by Mackenzie Weiberg, and then she double dribbled off the bad pass. So all in all, it's Stanwood basketball to start the second half of action here at Snohomish. Deep in the right-hand corner, can they hit the threes on this end of the floor? I guess they can. Deep three, Haley Strobridge from the right side puts it up and in, and it's back to a 15-point lead. Stanwood equals their biggest lead of the contest.
And continuing to just shoot lights out.
Bounce pass looking for Weiberg, except it's going to be partially kicked there by Stanwood, and then picked off by Weiberg on the interception. We go back the other way. Sophie Foreman has it. Give and go feed, trying for a give and go feed, couldn't do it. Ball went underneath the hoop, and then Weiberg's on the floor. She ties up. We're going to have a simultaneous possession, and the arrow favors the Issaquah Eagles.
Now, I thought that was a 3, but they put 2 up on the scoreboard. So we'll have to double check on that.
39-24 the score. It's a 15-point lead. Way out top of the key, Weiberg. Stanwood with the big lead. Issaquah with the basketball. As Hill and Weiberg just kind of run into each other, and they do a handoff rather than a pass. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Hill way out between the circles, down to 6 on the shot clock. Hill has it, kicks it back out for a 2-ball just inside the top of the arc by Foreman. Put back by Weiberg, no good. Put back number 2 by Weiberg is good. It makes it 39-26, the lead for Stanwood. Spartan basketball out of backcourt, here they come. Samantha Powell brings it up the left-hand side. In the corner to Strobridge. Now it goes to Palmer. Palmer has the ball stripped away from her. I tell you, Mike, Weiberg is all over the floor.
She is, and Issaquah's changed their defense a little bit. They're staying with the 1-2-2 zone, but this time they're trapping out of it, and they've created a couple of turnovers, but they've been careless with the ball after they get the steal, and so that's created a little bit of havoc this time, and Stanwood's going to have to adjust.
And here comes the Issaquah Eagles, up by 13, 39-26. We're a minute and a half into the third quarter. Trying for a backdoor feed as they tried to lob it. Krizafuli was looking for Liza Watson. Neither one could handle it. Ball went out of bounds, so turn it right back over to Stanwood. Issaquah, their 14th turnover of the game. Long inbounds pass.
I was going to say full court pressure now to try to change tempo.
Down the floor they go to the right side, Julia Heichel. Heichel trying to back in, and then she gets it back. A turnaround jumper on the way from deep in the right-hand corner is going to be off the back of the iron, no good. Reload for the 3, banks it in. The 19-foot banker, Samantha Powell, buries it. Makes it 42-26. Is a 16-point lead for Stanwood, their biggest lead of the contest. Left wing. Issaquah now with the basketball. Liza Watson has it. Watson on the dribble. Give it off to Longo. Back to Watson again between the circles as they'll work the perimeter to the right side. 10 of the shot clock. Hill with it. On the bounce. Goes over right side. 3 on the way. Offline. No good. Paige Montague missed it. The rebound. Oh, yeah, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call Haley Strobridge, I think, for the foul as Lauren Longo kind of got knocked over. It will be. Haley Strobridge, a 5'10 sophomore, picks up a foul. Her 3rd personal foul. First team foul. Out of bounds for Issaquah at the baseline. Looking on the inbounds, surrounded there, so Hill will take it out of trouble, and another foul is going to be called here, and they're going to call another Stanwood Spartan for the foul.
Stanwood staying with that diamond and 1 defense. They've been switching off this half between Heichel and Palmer, guarding number 11 Mandy Hill, but Stanwood not helping themselves by failing to block out and also causing some stupid fouls.
First free throw is no good. 42-26 the score remains. Jillian Jacobs picks up a foul, her second, the second team foul on Stanwood. Next free throw, this one will go for the Eagles, Paige Montague. And here comes Stanwood, up by 15. Across the timeline they come. Down the left-hand side to Heichel. Out top of the key, Jacobs. Back to Heichel again, looking down low, and a blocking foul is going to be called. Kind of stand there. Lauren Longo looked at the official, says, "You sure?" "Yeah, I think he was." This is going to call. She's going to be called for the foul.
Issaquah is still double teaming, and Stanwood continues to throw it into the corner, which makes it easier to double team. They need to stay out of the corner.
Stanwood will throw it in now. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. 5:13 to go in the third quarter. Dribble drive baseline. Closed off there. They kick it back out. Here's a long three, top of the key. It's going to be no good by Jacobs. And reload now for Stanwood. Long cross-court pass to the near side to Palmer. Palmer gets it back, goes in, lay it up, short-armed it, no good. Battle for the rebound. Who gets it? It's going to be Palmer. She'll reload the offense. To the foul line they go. Is overplay on the defense. Heichel had it. Now goes right wing of Jacobs. And a foul is going to be called. Seems like every time down the floor we get 2 or 3 fouls called on each team. This time they're going to call Liza Watson, the 5'7", the sophomore, with the foul. That's going to be her first personal foul, the second team foul.
The game was pretty physical towards the end of the second half, and so there's probably a discussion by the officials as there's an inbounds pass, throw it right to Palmer.
Right to Palmer. She got hit in the solar plexus, I think, and she wants to come out, but she had the presence of mind to hit the lay-in and make it the biggest lead of the game for Stanwood, up by 17 points. Deep in the right-hand corner, shot on the way by Weiberg, missed it, no good. Reload this time by Issaquah. They get an offensive rebound. To the left side it goes to Liza Watson. Now top of the key, Heigl. Heigl now will direct traffic. She instructs Lauren Longo to break through. She doesn't do it. Still looking to say, somebody go that way, because she keeps pointing over in that corner. And now here's what happens. You get a turnaround jumper. It's going to be no good by Watson. And again, Weiberg grabs the rebound. Right side, here's a shot on the way. Air ball, 21, or about an 18-footer, went 21 feet. And it's going to be missed by everything. And Stanwood grabs the basketball. Out of backcourt, here come the Spartans. They lead it by a 44-27 count. Just under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Bad pass underneath, intercepted by Weiberg. Up the floor it goes to Longo, laying up, no good. Palmer grabs the rebound. She's still trying to get out of the basketball game, but there hasn't been a whistle for a while. She will make her way to the bench.
Issaquah is just really struggling from the field, just 1 of 8 field goals here in the third quarter.
And Mandy Hill's been out of the game. Actually, it's a good time to take Palmer out anyway to give her a little break as Stanwood switch back to a man-to-man defense.
We're at 3:47 to go in the third quarter. 44-27 the score. Full court pressure applied by Issaquah. Stanwood easily breaks and gets it into front court. Turnaround jumper. Jacobs missed, no good. Jacobs missed that 3 ball deep in the right-hand corner, and it will be taken by Issaquah. They clear it out. Up the floor they come. Tatum Dow with it. Stops, looked like she was going to take a shot, didn't do it. Out, they will set up the offense with 18 on the shot clock. Heigl, has it. Bounce pass over to the right side to Longo. Longo holds the ball high overhead. Now try to force it down low. Went over the fingertips of the would-be recipient of the pass, and it'll be picked off here by Stanwood. Spartans bring it up, leading by 17 points. We're coming up on 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cross-court pass, near side to Byer, who's into the ball game. Now goes to Taylor. Taylor to the baseline, no. Kick it back out. Long cross-court pass, 10 on the shot clock, intercepted by Issaquah. Grabbed by Heigl. Up the floor they come. Right side to Longo. Give and go. They got a pass over the left-hand side, and a foul will be called. Liza Watson is going to go to the free throw line.
Looked like a clean check, but they called the foul with the body, but the official on the far outside called it when the underneath official was right by the play.
Yeah, Mike Cashman was standing over by the doctor's clinic across the street when he made the call from behind, but that's okay. Shot on the way, first free throw is good.
As long as he had a good angle when he missed it.
Wait a minute, what?
I didn't say that, sorry.
2:47 to go in the third quarter. 44-28 the lead for Stanwood. Next free throw is good for Liza Watson. For Issaquah. For Stanwood, now checking in Haley Strobridge.
Issaquah hanging around.
Yeah, 15 points, 2:47 to go in the third quarter. And full court pressure. Stanwood so far has been kind of able to weather the storm against the full court. As long as they come down and launch a 3. The 2s aren't going, the 3s are falling for Stanwood. Oh, that was an open look, and she didn't take the shot. Lots of cross-court passing to the left corner, now out top side. Somebody's wide open, and they'll rattle home and put in a 3 ball. That is Samantha Powell from 19 feet 9 inches left side, 47-29, 18-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game for Stanwood.
Good patience that time as they move the ball around through some skip passes against that zone.
Bounce pass underneath, and here's a steal. It's going to be taken away from Issaquah, and grab finally, still trying to dribble out of traffic is Samantha Powell, and then the ball's taken away from her by Heigl. Heigl wanted to go baseline, couldn't do it, it was closed off. Instead goes with a no-look pass to Longo. She goes for a step-through move, puts it up with the right hand, kind of a little reverse dipsy-do, laying up and good. It's 47-31, 16-point lead for Stanwood, a minute 45 to go in the third quarter. Issaquah with the full court pressure, trying to trap in the back court, can't do it. Somebody's got to be open if you're getting double teamed. Stop, pop from 12 feet away. It's going to be off the back of the iron, no good. And Powell missed that one. Check it, and here's a steal and another lay-in over the right-hand side by Haley Strobridge.
Well, Julia Heigl just heads-up play. Looked like she's going to go down court. They just turned around and stole that outlet pass, just shoveled it over for the lay-in.
18-point lead, 49-31. Stanwood with the big lead over Issaquah out of the Kinko 4A. Turnaround, 3, top of the key. No, won't go for Montague of Issaquah. And here comes Stanwood.
Right as I said, Issaquah was hanging around. Stanwood scores a quick 6 on him. So
as they move it left-hand side, Stanwood will work the perimeter. 16 on the shot clock, 53 on the third quarter clock. Dribble drive along the baseline, and then a bad pass right into the hands of Sarah Heigl for Issaquah. And here come the Eagles out of backcourt. Dribble drive along the right-hand side of the key, tries to go coast to coast, has the ball stripped before she does, and she travels before the ball is stripped. So either way, it's a turnover, and either way, Stanwood will have possession of the rock with 39.9 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Heads-up play on the play by Ashley Beer as she just got her hand into the ball, almost tied her up and forced the travel. Just a freshman getting a lot of playing time here today.
Up the floor, here they come, the Stanwood Spartans, up by 18 points. Bounce pass underneath, and a whistle. As the ball went through, the whistle sounds, and a holding foul is going to be called on Issaquah. They'll call it on Emily Winterstein. The 5'7" junior picks up the foul. That's her first personal foul, the 4th team foul.
It's interesting that Issaquah's had their 2 leading scorers on the bench for quite a long time here in the third quarter, and that's when Stanwood has made their run.
Measuring for a 3, shooting the 3, missing the 3 was Samantha Powell. And then on the rebound, a foul. And they're saying that it should be 5 more seconds run down on the clock. And so they will make it at 22.5 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And also it allows Stanwood to set up their full court press for the last possession here. So
Issaquah will bring it up. Down to 17, down to 16. Up the left side, Lauren Longo. Fakes going in underneath. Here's a turnaround jumper from the foul line. It's up, and it's good for Sarah Heigl. 5 seconds to go. Up the floor they come. Down to 3, down to 2, down the floor. Turn around, 18-footer, rattles off, no good. That one taken by Janea Taylor. We've reached the end of the third quarter with our score. The Stanwood Spartans 49 and the Issaquah Eagles 33. The Snohomish County Western Conference basketball